Hey, what's up, YouTube? So this is Lorelia. It's been a minute since I did a video, but today I wanted to discuss with you something that is going to be common for, I wouldn't say many people, but some people who are on this journey of rebuilding their credit. And so you may be wondering, well, why this time of the year? And the reason why it's the time of the year, depending on when you're seeing this video. Um, Currently, right now, it is the beginning of 2017. And so I don't know about you, but when most people think about the beginning of 2017, and like I said, for some people, they may think tax time. And so I recently got a question from someone in my group, it's a private Facebook group that I have, that asked the question about Lorelia, what is a 1099-C and what is it and how does it affect my credit? And so I'm going to answer that question. I'm going to give you a very quick understanding of how 1099-Cs work. First, you have to understand, number one, what is a document? What is a 1099-C? Many people aren't familiar with it. 1099-Cs are similar to a W-2. Now, most people know what a W-2 is. A W-2 is a document that you get if you work a job. Your employer gives it to you at the beginning of the current year of your tax year. A 1099 is similar to a W-2 in the case of it is income. Just like a W-2 is income, a 1099 is income as well, but it is just reported on a different tax form. And they have different types of 1099s. They have 1099s-Gs, which are for gambling or any type of, should I say, lottery types of winnings. Gambling winnings is what the IRS calls it. Then they have 1099 miscellaneous. Those may consist of you being an independent contractor, you getting royalties, or what have you. And then they have to 1099-C. And what that is canceled debt. And so depending on your relationship when it comes to your credit with the creditor, and this has to do with debt settlement. I did a video on debt settlement before, and many people do not understand the moving parts when it comes to, like I said, this maze. You've heard me say it many of times. A lot of the information, when you hear individuals saying, we're going to get debt free, going to settle debts, it's very cookie cutter, very plain vanilla. A lot of the moving parts are not discussed. Understandable. Hey, a lot of times the information is only given in maybe a 5 or 3 minute, video. So you can't share everything. And that's the same thing with me. I can't tell you all the moving parts, but I can give you an idea of what it works, how it works. Because like I said, most people enter in a debt settlement agreement in a place of worry, in a place of frustration, in a place of fear, in a place of not knowing. So if you go into a debt settlement agreement with any of those characteristics, you're not going to know what to do. And many people, it goes back to why I even decided to share information in the credit space, because I was really one of the people that really talked about something that is not commonly talked about when it comes to credit, and that is debt collectors. Many people just want to kill the noise. And so that is what I primarily am known for telling people. What do I do when a debt collector is harassing me? Like I've said in many videos before, the way you settle a debt with an original creditor, what's an original creditor? That's somebody who originally gave you credit, whether it's a credit card, whether it's a installment agreement, whatever the case may be. A debt collector is not someone you originally went into an agreement with. How does that work with a 1099-C when it comes to cancel debt? A lot of times when individuals are settling their debts, they and like I said, the person didn't tell me if it's original credit or debt collector. I don't think she told me that. But I will say that if you settle with an original creditor. Let's say you owe $1,000 and you settle for $500. Well, the other $500 that they say that you're not responsible with paying because they're saying, hey, let's just settle this debt for $500, they're going to report it as canceled debt. Let's think about it. They're writing that off, and then for you it becomes income. It's legal. It's in the tax law. When it's a debt collector who's issuing you that, there's a whole another side of it. That's of course outside the scope of this video. And so that's why I always say to people, when you are deciding to settle a debt, when it comes to debt settlement, what are you really negotiating? It's so many moving parts. Like I said, most people just want to just get rid of the debt. I just want to pay it and be done with it, not knowing the repercussions. And that's the whole point of this video. Yes, there are repercussions with settling a debt. It's not as cookie cutter as people want to make it. Like I said, depending on your financial status, you getting a 1099-C may mean nothing. It may mean nothing to some people because they financially can absorb the added tax. Because the one thing with 1099s, what a lot of people don't know, withholdings is not taken out. Taxes are not taken out. So the income is being reported at a gross level. So imagine you having $1,500 forgiven from any type of creditor. So that is reported as income on your side where no income tax has been taken out. Now, those are not big numbers for someone who can absorb that. But if you financially cannot absorb taking a hit, that's what a lot of people don't know. It goes back with the whole, when I did a video on student loans and getting it forgiven due to disability. Like I said, all it does is pass on to another agency. It goes from the Department of Education to the Internal Revenue Service. And so you may be saying, well, Lorelia, how is it that a for-profit entity is able to leverage governmental laws to be able to give it to me as a 1099 cancel C? Because these corporations understand the tax law, and that is a law. That's a legal law. Now, of course, you would have to talk to your financial advisor. Yes, there are fine print lines in that rule that says, about your financial situation and hardship, but that's something that you would have to talk to your financial advisor about. But understand, yes, you can get a 1099-C for settling a debt. Understand that. Like I said, there's no free lunch. There's rules to this. And so that is why I said in 2017 and going forward, my goal is to help. The numbers are small. 100 people improve their credit, raising their credit scores, removing derogatory information off their credit report. And you may be saying, Lorelia, well, that number is so low, only 100 with a platform as large as YouTube. Let me tell you, many people are not going to get out of their way. They're not. They're not. Many people are still going to say, oh, woe is me. I don't have it. And there's only a few people are committed. Like I said, most of the people that come to me and say, Lorelia, I'm committed, I'm ready, they understand there is an investment to have someone to remove the blind spots. There's a bunch of free information out there. You're right. But that free information will not help you remove the blind spots. I always say that free information is supposed to be an awakening. It's supposed to wake up something inside of you. But then you get to a certain point where you're like, you know what? I need someone to hold my hand to take me to the next step. And that is why I've created, it's going to be launching really this week. Of course, it's in the infancy stages. Nothing is perfect. I don't believe in perfection. You know me, I do plain Jane videos, but one thing that I know, the content has been able to help people. So you're going to see an evolution of how all this is going to work. This is the do-it-yourself credit hub. It's going to be a place where I'm going to be helping individuals improve their personal credit. I'm going to be helping them understand the pitfalls of defaulting on their student loans and how to understand, once again, federal laws that can help you get out of default. And then I'm also going to be adding some other things in 2017 in terms of business credit or what have you. So like I said, this is going to be the place where there's no excuses. There's no excuses to be a victim. So like I said, if you want to learn more, you can go to DIYcredithub.com. I hope that's the right URL. I got to get used to saying it. I've been so used to saying Your Money Mentor, but it's going to be the DIY Credit Hub. Like I said, it's in the infancy stages. I've already had former students and students who want to work with me sign up. They understand that there's value that I'm doing. The results speak for themselves. There's no Instagram photos here. Real people getting real results that I'm working with. Just finished a class, started in January. It ended about a week or two ago. And we have the new class that is going to be started up. And so if you are looking for results, you're looking for someone to help you, you're looking for someone, because like I said, most of the people who contact me, they're spot on when it comes to information. They've absorbed the information, but now they need someone to help them remove the blind spots. And that's where I come in. I've made it very affordable. The classes are ongoing. You come in where you want to fit in. Of course, at the basic level, there's only a limited amount of resources that you're going to get. But at the premier level, there's going to be a lot of goodies. And like I said, it's going to be an evolution on how I'm going to be presenting the website and everything, the platform. But keep in mind, it's about helping people get results. Like I said, cute and fancy is not here. There's a lot of people who focus on cute and fancy, and a lot of times they're in the same financial position. Credit score ain't changed. They still looking for someone who's got the cutest and the fanciest whatever. I'm here helping people get real results and helping people to free themselves financially. So once again, those 1099-Cs, yes, you do have to report it. And, like I said, it is legal. So this is Lorelia. Talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.